Attorney Nubel Gonzalo here with Gonzalo Law, and I want to talk with you a little bit about the different types of nonprofits. Okay, so you might say, okay, I know I want to start a nonprofit. I know what I want our charitable mission to be and how I want to help and what I want to do exactly. So now what's next? Great question. So next up is we have to decide what type of nonprofit you're looking to have, because there are different types under the Internal Revenue Code or the IRS main governing legislation that governs nonprofits. So the first type you're probably already familiar with. It's one of the most popular by far, and that is the 501c3 or the public charity. So public charities can be 501c4, c3, and so forth, all the way down to about 19 of them, 501c19s and so forth. But these are organizations that receive at least 1/3 or more of their donations from a broad swath of sources. So it's generally the general public or multiple different organizations or so forth. So that's great, but what are the other types of options? Glad you asked. So another type is what's called a private foundation. A private foundation is different from a public charity because you do not have the full amount of tax deductibility that you have with a public charity. So there are some differences when you have a private foundation. And with a private foundation, the main distinction is that the source of funds actually comes from a few, no more than a handful generally, of different sources, and it might even just be one or two. And you'll see this with families, so very wealthy families or high net worth individuals will create private foundations for which their family is the primary donor to this foundation, and then that foundation in turn gives to someone else. So that's the second type. The other type, the third, that you may want to keep in mind is what's called a sponsoring organization. And a sponsoring organization is a fully functioning nonprofit. This is not something you register as or you set yourself up to do business as, but rather it's a designation that you have when you're already in existence. And it's an existing nonprofit that covers a burgeoning nonprofit or one that's just starting to get things together and get organized. So you can be covered under the nonprofit status of that sponsoring organization. That sponsoring organization covers you, nonprofits, and you can take in donations to your nonprofit, but through that sponsoring organization. And it's a great way as you continue to grow your nonprofit to be able to operate until you're ready to fully go out on your own. Okay, well, that's it. If you have any questions, let us know. About 1/3, a little over 1/3 of our practice focuses on nonprofit law, and we love the work we have the opportunity to do in our community. So let us know, and we'll talk to you soon.